do not keep score. You start keeping score and then throw back in somebody's face. It doesn't.
It never does, no. So
That's my piece of advice, really.
all right, we got completely sidetracked over the popularity of Step Brothers or 3-2-1 or the Jinx game or whatever we're calling it. Remember earlier I said today is a national day?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you what day it is, and you're going to look at me and you're going to go, what? And I'm going to say it, and it makes me think of today is National Paper Airplane Day. And it makes me think of silver. Exactly. Because when you have the pressurized roof that they had at the Silverdome, Gator, the paper airplanes coming out and made, what was the name of their program?
Game Day.
Game Day program. With the heavy stock laminated pages. Dude, those things would fly.
Yeah.
They would fly.
Well, we had season tickets for the Lions for, I think,
Hello.
Yellow.
Get it?
No, I'm letting the drill charge again.
Okay, so the drill bit kept getting stuck.
I think that my drill, it's a Black & Decker drill, and I think that it just doesn't have enough power. I think it's getting caught, because it's, the other piece is down, an inch probably, and I think that the drill bit is, just getting stuck in the hole I already made. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Just gotta try not to put as much pressure on it. Don't push down as hard.
I wasn't even really pushing down, and it was just getting stuck as soon as it got to the metal.
Yeah, because it's the first, it's such a tight hole with the saw that it's, when you're pushing on it, if you're tilted at all, if it's not perfectly straight, it'll start to bind up.
I think my drill is just not very powerful,
Yeah, that's part of the problem too.
because I had to put it on the charger for 25 minutes to even do the first one.
Yeah.
It just loses the power quickly. So hopefully, I'm hoping that if I charge it a little bit, I'll be able to get through the second piece without. Because if I can't get through the second piece, I'm gonna have to take the whole thing apart to pull off that top part so that I can
Well,
not have a barrier.
another thing you could do is put some oil on it. Do you have any oil?
Yeah.
Squirt some oil on that metal and on the bit, and then it might not catch. It might not hang out as
I'm gonna
bad.
try that. I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
All right.
Okay, baby.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
full top.
Yeah, it was like a canvas or something.
It was like a parachute.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And the building was
A
pressurized.
quilted parachute.
When you would walk through the spinning doors, there'd be this because of the air
Yeah.
rushing out, because it was a pressurized system that held up this fabric ceiling.
Yeah. And at the end of the games, when you left, they also opened up the normal emergency doors, and you were thrust out of
With
the
the
stadium
ru- with the
because
rush
of
of
the
air.
pressurized air. Yeah.
But when you put that combination with the thick stock paper from the programs, you could get some epic paper airplane flights from the Silverdome upper deck all the way down to the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm younger than you guys, but I immediately thought Silverdome too when you brought up the paper planes. It's two things that come with the Silverdome. It's fights and paper airplanes.
Fights in the end zone
Yeah.
and paper airplanes. Right.
Yep. I mean, off the field, Barry Sanders is the only thing on the field.
The place was so loud.
God, that was. I wonder if it was actually kind of a secretly great stadium, or we just remember it with a tad bit of romance.
There's a bit of romance. There's not a whole lot to it.
How did they give that place a Super Bowl? Did they even look? Did they tour the place first at all? Because I don't think they did.
Well, it was close to brand new at the time, so it was only a couple years old. And Ford family owned it. They were advertisers in the NFL, so I mean, it would make sense why they did it. And that was the first and last for a long time that they did something in a cold weather area. But it was a different place to watch a game. It was really cool. But the concourse was horrific. When the place was packed and you're trying to get to your seat, it wasn't big enough, and it would take you forever to get from point A to point B. When you tried to leave, it took you forever to get out of that stadium. Ford Field is fantastic for the flow of fans trying to get in and out of it once you're right there at the stadium. But the Silverdome was not.
All right, some Tiger stuff to get to. Trends to like? Well, sure. We'll get to that today at 1:32 here on 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey Detroit, this is Tanya Lamond from Lamond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So, you really want a new car, but your credit's not so good. You're upside down in your trade. You're the victim of a repossession, divorce, or bankruptcy. But you owe more than your trade is worth. Lamond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram kicks those bugs every day, and we can get you approved. And get this, we'll even give you up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. So if you want a new car, but you need someone who cares about you and your situation, come see us today at Lamont Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in beautiful Imlay City, Michigan. Call 810-724-0444 or click LamontChrysler.com.
Next trade total purchase of select models. Negative trade equity financed in new loan. Subject to lender approval. Expires Monday.
Jeep Ram.
In business, it's never just another day. Every day is the day. It could bring your biggest order yet, or a new cyber threat. Whatever the day holds, with Comcast Business, you'll be prepared. With a network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, Comcast Business Security Edge to help protect your connected devices, and a dedicated team available 24/7. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution from Comcast Business for just $35 each a month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge not included. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790. 800-568-2790.
Buddy's Pizza, the birthplace of the original Detroit-style pizza, is proud to celebrate 75 years in the Motor City. Download Buddy's Rewards from your app store today to receive exclusive offers and earn points on purchases at all 19 Buddy's Pizza locations. Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. And there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay today at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tapura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to 97.1 The Ticket and all the sports, news, music, and podcasts that move you.
It's Chinese. I've never had poo poo platter.
It's an item at a Chinese restaurant.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did Mushu pork ever come in here?
No, cashew chicken though. I mean, cashew chicken? Did you think Gator would say cashew chicken?
No, I was trying to think of stuff I ordered.
So you're hoping he would match you, basically, not?
Yes.
Did that cross your mind at all, Gator?
No. And after he said it, what did enter my mind after he said it was rich chicken. Should I say that?
That's what that's what my kids get every single time.
And then that's when I asked the question, wait a minute, did you say meal or is it item? We played a game, new game.
That was a little bit of table talk there because we both said egg roll. But
Have you missed it, the Rewind app?
yes. What time did we do it? 12:15?
Yeah.
I think it was around 12:15. Yeah, back it up in the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Download that for your mobile device. Take the show anywhere with you, and you can back it up to about 12:15. And here a new game. Have we decided on a name?
No, but I like Step Brothers. That's pretty good. Karate in the Garage was another one that's from Step Brothers.
I kind of like that.
Karate in the Garage. Let's play Karate in the Garage.
Fergie and Jesus.
Yeah, right. There's some good ones. 3-2-1 was another one.
We'll figure it out. And if you want to hear it at 12:15.
Brandon Jackson Samurai Sword.
We had a chance to say Tum Tum.
We did.
Okay, so Tigers last night.
John Boyd.
I mean, come on, man. He was killing me.
Lower Piston coaches.
John
Rachel
Boyer.
Lawyer. What?
The other one I got, both lawyers got mentioned.
Right,
Yeah, that's why we had a chance to say Tum Tum.
3-2-1. Lawyer. What?
What do you need if you're accused of homicide? Lawyer. Is that what we're doing? Just keep naming lawyer?
Stop.
Speaking of Michigan State wild cards.
Stop.
Okay, so Tigers last night. There's some stuff to like about Tarek Skubal. I don't care about the 4-1 loss. I care about the stretch of wins. A stretch of outings, I should say, from Skubal. He's put together 4 straight outings that are respectable, not great. I feel a little bit weird getting excited about a 1-7 pitcher with a 5-something ERA. But if you look at the trend, these are small steps forward for Skubal. He's still throwing mid to high 90s. He's still getting a lot of swings and misses. But this is one of those deals where 93 pitches. He's maxed out in terms of he's getting over 90 pitches, but the issue is he's only pitching 5 innings.
Yeah, but he's also learning. He's early in his career, and for a guy who's going to be on a pitch count and going to be on the innings count, I mean, that's fine. At least, sure, you'd like to see him go 7 innings. 8 innings would be great. But the reality is, the more outings of those he gets, the less pitching he's actually going to do. He's not even pitching late in the season if he's going that far into games. It's kind of twisted logic, but that's really what it is. But to see him giving up, 2 earned runs or less in 6 of his last 8 starts, that's not bad. And I believe it's 7 out of the 10 starts total this season. He's
had a couple blow-up starts, and then just everything else is...
Yeah, he's had 3 bad starts. 6 runs, 4 runs, and 4 runs. Otherwise, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's not getting deep enough into games right now, but I feel like we're nitpicking a little bit here for a guy in his first full season at the major league level who's 24 years old.
Just look at the difference between April and May. In April, he pitched 22 innings, had 18 strikeouts and 14 walks. His ERA was 6.14. In May, 21 innings, so only 1 fewer innings. He's got 31 strikeouts to 6 walks and a 4.29 ERA. Now, the ERA isn't spectacular, but it's a far cry better than a 6.14 that he threw up the previous month. So, and you think back to what he did a year ago when it was around 7 or whatever it was. These are steps in the right direction. 9 strikeouts and back-to-back starts, going only 5 innings each time. That's pretty good. I'll take it.
I mean, again, we talk about small steps, right?
Yeah.
These are small steps for Tarek Skubal, and pretty good. Now, the other thing is Akil Baddoo of late. And credit Bally Sports for this stat. They had a graphic of his stats in April and his stats in May. April, he hit 222. May, he's hitting 303. April is on base trending back towards being a productive player. The flash in the pan stuff in the beginning, a white hot start.
It was a ridiculous hot start, and then it was also a ridiculous cold spell.
Yep.
And as amazing as that start was, that's how amazing that cold snap was for him. It was terrible. So is what we're seeing now more requisite of what we should expect of Akil Baddoo? Probably not. I don't know if he's a 300 hitter. I sure don't think he's a 455 on a base percentage guy. But is he a guy that can hit between 250 and 300? I hope so. Because that means you hit on somebody. And he's going to get the opportunity all season long. He's already gotten more of an opportunity as a Rule 5 guy this year through, 40 games, wherever he's played, 35 games, than Victor Reyes got his entire first year when he was a Rule 5 guy and he had to keep him on the roster.
Is that right?
I think so. It sounds pretty good.
Did you just make that up?
No, I will check that because I think it sounds damn accurate for them.
Well, because Reyes was a Rule 5 guy. I mean, for people who don't know the Rule 5 rules, we've been over this, but you have to keep the guy in the big league roster their entire year.
Not entirely true yet. But he's on his way, though, because Akil Baddoo is how many at-bats right now?
For the season?
96.
He's at 96 at-bats.
Okay. Reyes had 212 the whole season, and it seemed like he was playing so sporadically. He was being inserted late in the game, and 212 at-bats in 100 games, okay, that's a lot of late-inning appearances for him. But Baddoo is going to have more at-bats than that. He's getting much more of an opportunity.
Most likely if he keeps this up. And then the question is, you got to decide, he's another guy who's only 22. Do you start to count on him to be an answer on an outfield spot? Do you start to say, okay, we're going to pin him in? Ideally, you're hoping you're pinning him in for the next decade. That's if everything works out.
Just for one last comparison to Victor Reyes, his Rule 5 year. Through May, Victor Reyes had 40 at-bats compared to what Baddoo has now with 60 and 96. So it's a big difference in Baddoo's advantage.
Sean Huber tweets us, National Paper Airplane Day is being talked about on Doug and Gator at the Silverdome. We used to try and land them on the Blue Tunnel. That and the fights in the upper deck. See things that Sean remembers.
Fighting in the upper deck is scary because those steps, like I said, we had season tickets for the second row from the top. That was a scary climb when you're, 10 years old.
I still get a little freaked out at upper decks.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
I'm a full-grown adult.
Don't be afraid of heights.
It's not the heights, it's the fall. 248-539-9797, Carson Anderson, 97.1.
We asked people in Michigan why they got the COVID-19 vaccine.
Because I am 24 weeks pregnant and we wanted to protect our baby boy.
The vaccine to protect my family, protect my friends, and help our community.
Because I believe in the science.
Why did you get vaccinated?
My best friend couldn't. She caught COVID and passed away
creditkarma.com/winmoney. Instant Karma is sponsored by Credit Karma. No purchase necessary. Exclusions and terms apply. See rules. Banking services provided by MVB Bank, Inc. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply.
Is that a cute tool?
Dwayne's CPA went MIA. To keep his books and his sanity, he needs to find a replacement ASAP.
Hey, John, have you ever heard of a Fungible Good?
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So, what do you provide? Cookie cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Helmet to helmet contact, legal here. Put this on your show sheet. I'm like, we will bring it up. We're bringing it up. Where did you see this announcement that was just made with the Lions?
From the Lions Twitter account. They just posted on Twitter.
the internet.
Yeah. Lions by the numbers. You can go to offense and defense to see what numbers.
See all the rookie numbers.
Exactly. Everyone's picking their numbers right now.
Okay. Offensive rookies. Okay, anybody you want to know?
Offensive rookies, yeah. Let's start with Monroe St. Brown.
All right. You aware? Number 14.
14. Interesting.
Not a lot of history with 14 that I can think of.
Sean Hill, 14.
Might have
Sounds right, yeah.
Might have been.
Okay. I think it's like a
Running back. Jamar Jefferson.
yeah.
You aware? Number 28. Is that Adrian Peterson's number?
Was with the Hound Dog
man.
James Hunter.
No respect.
Hound Dog's number.
Okay, my favorite undrafted free agent, Jonathan Adams, wide receiver, Arkansas State, will wear number 82.
What about Surratt?
Sage Surratt, wide receiver, will wear number 15.
15. Golden Tate.
Penei Sewell, first round pick, will wear number 58.
58.
That's his college number.
Jack Lambert.
Okay,
Not a lie. Who was it? Was it Jameson? Was that 58?
I think it was, yeah.
George Jameson?
There is a change on defense. I don't know what this guy wore last year.
58.
I think it was 58. yeah.
Okay. Jamie Collins is wearing number 8.
They didn't retire Mike McMahon?
They did not. No, they did not.
So Jamie Collins is going to wear number 8.
Yep.
All right. That's interesting.
Other guys here. Levi Onwuzurike,
Number 1.
number 75.
Lomas. Lomas?
Yep.
Lomas's number is not here. Oh, okay.
Well, they don't really retire.
I know
Yeah,
they
they
don't
take
really
him out of
retire.
circulation is
Yeah.
what they do. Ish.
Lomas is pretty great.
Aleem McNeil. I think this is college number 54.
Spielman.
Derek Barnes will
DeAndre
wear,
Levy, too, right?
Derek Barnes
Properly.
will wear 55.
Oh, Mike Hofer.
Fatu Melifonwu will wear number 26.
26.
What do you make of Jamie Collins wearing number 8?
Is it Painter? Carl Painter, was he 26? What?
Come on, man. Gator was going with something here. You just glossed right over
I
it.
totally did. You're right. I should have.
Give him a second
When I
at
did
least.
26, There was a running back that wore 26.
I think Carl Painter wore 26.
There was a running back that I remembered that wore number 26. I'm totally blanking on who it would be, but
What about what was the safety that we got from Western Michigan, second round pick?
Louis Delmas.
Was he 26?
I think so, yeah. There you go, Gator.
Thank you.
well done. Anybody else here?
Yeah, Mike Ford wearing number 2.
Okay.
Before he has to turn it in, what are you saying? No, Doug's.
Wow. Early cut cannon from Doug Harsh.
I'm on number 2. So, you only like 15 pieces of flair? No?
Quinn Dunbar, the veteran they got in the secondary, will wear number 1. Tops Delaney.
That's the way. It was a punter. It was a punter. It was all pro.
I have this football card. I don't remember anything.
It was all pro in 75.
Randy Bullock taking Jason Hansen's number.
Wait a second. Hold on. You can't wear Hansen's number. Come on. What are we doing?
He's a kicker. He's taking the kicker's number.
I mean, we doing this?
You don't think anyone should wear 4?
No.
Okay, if it's not retired,
Well, no numbers are technically.
I know.
I mean, it's Jason Hansen. He played it for like 35 years.
Do you think other guys are? I'm actually surprised about really of the contributors. I think only Jamie Collins is changing his number.
The contributors.
I just
It's still harsh. That's not harsh.
No, Okuda. He's changing his number.
What is he?
He's 23 now. I think he was 30 last year.
I think you're right.
Is that Slay?
You have to pay. Yes, you have to pay for the remaining number of jerseys with your name and number on it. Whatever it is, you have to buy out the team. You're not allowed to change your number as many times as you want because they produce a bunch of jerseys and then they can't sell them anymore.
So not a whole lot of Jamie Collins jerseys out there to go
Not a lot of,
58 to.
well, I don't know how much he had to pay, but I didn't see a huge market for the Jamie Collins 58. How do you feel about linebackers wearing single digits in the NFL?
I don't like it in the NFL. I like it in college. In college, it's kind of cool, and I like how there are differences and subtle differences between college and pro, and that's one of the subtle differences that I like. I'm with you though. I don't like having four guys on a team that have the same number.
That's my old guy get off my lawn stance.
Yeah.
Shut up, you've all got it. But I hate double numbers, and by that I mean 2 guys wearing the same number on a college roster. I wish they would get rid of that.
Yeah, well, they have obviously sometimes they have rosters of over 100 people. But I get what you're saying. But for the pros, I don't know. I'm more old school with that. I prefer they keep it the way that it is. But hey,
expires 7 days after receipt. First bet only. Offer is non-transferable. Terms and restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Welcome to Parent-Teacher Night. Oh, yes, Miss Garner.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles everywhere.
Really? My airline credit card only gets extra miles on some types of purchases.
And you can use Capital One Venture Miles on any travel purchase. Plus, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
Venture gets an A+.
Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Limited time offer. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ready, set, summer. Get ready for summer and get your kitchen set up with savings on appliances at the Home Depot's Memorial Day Savings Event, in-store and online. Right now, you'll save a bundle on top appliances like the Samsung stainless steel French door refrigerator. So kick your summer off strong with a kitchen upgrade during the Memorial Day Savings Event at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Free delivery on purchases of $396 or more. Valid through June 9th.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Call Hall Financial and get pre-approved for your new home today. We're even going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. At Hall Financial, our goal is to get you into your new home as quick and as easy as possible. Get started now. Go to davidhallmortgage.com.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Odyssey and presented by BetQL. Become a better sports bettor. Get smarter to beat the books. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket. Today will be another workday for Lions players and coaches as off-season team activities continue at the Lions facility in Allen Park. One of the newest Lions, wide receiver Brashad Perriman, says he likes what he's seen so far, the new offense that's being installed by coordinator Anthony Lynn.
I feel like this is going to be a really fun year just for the offense in general. I think that, I feel like it's going to be a lot of big plays. That's, like I said before, that's really what I'm proud of, and that's what I'm having fun. So it's a huge opportunity.
Jose Urania will get to start for the Tigers this evening as they take on the Cleveland Indians at Comerica Park. Coverage of the game starts at 6:50. Officials at Turner Sports confirmed today Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau will face the team of Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in this year's edition of The Match, Champions for Charity, on July 6th in Montana. 3 games in the NBA playoffs this evening. The New York Knicks take on Atlanta. Philadelphia battles Washington. Utah clashes with Memphis. The Stanley Cup playoffs this evening. Minnesota takes on Vegas. Tampa Bay battles Florida. The New York Islanders will face off against Pittsburgh. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.
Oh man, what a day today on a Wednesday. Now we got a lot planned today. I don't want you to think we don't. Rico back in the mix. Gentlemen, if I may, time to time I have to do this. I want to do this now just to get it off my chest. I want you to understand I'm not in a bad mood. We were all just talking. Bunch of happy horse bleep out there. But there's one thing, if I do get talking about it, it's going to upset me. So let's get this over with, because I do think there is a discussion to be had. And it's sports related. And, Kenny, I had a conversation with you, and you were like really taken aback at the level of vitriol, and it's hatred. I do hate this man. I do hate this athlete. It is Kyrie Irving. And I can't help it. I've been thinking about this since I read the comments last night at 11:30. I went to sleep thinking about this. I woke up thinking about this. Like, how much I hate this guy. What a complete toxic con artist this guy is. So, Nets pummel the Celtics last night. No surprise. And Kyrie is asked about going back to Boston. He played for the Celtics. And I'm just in case you're like a fringe fan and you're like, well, what's the connection here? Some of you probably still think he's in Cleveland. But he was asked the question. And in typical Kyrie fashion, he wants you to believe he's the smartest guy in the room. He wants you to believe he is the aggrieved. He wants you to believe you are just somehow not on his plane. He goes,
Well, I hope we can keep it to basketball and not have it be belligerent and the subtle racism you all know. Wait. Let me get this straight, just so I'm clear. You just called Celtic fans racist. That's what you did. Now, the worst part is you did it in a cowardly, backhanded way. What do you mean subtle racism? Now, mind you, these are the same people who adored this guy when he arrived and only turned on this guy when he made it about things that weren't basketball. Skipping games, getting his nose operated on instead of playing in a Game 6 in the playoffs, skipping nights, talking about flat earth, talking about how much he wanted to be a leader until it was time to be a leader. Then he realized it was hard to be a leader, and then he threw his young teammates under a bus or openly dogged it on the court. But see, it gets worse than that. See, Kyrie talking about racism. And I'm sorry, I'll tell you this. Look, you can make fun of the city of Boston. The city of Boston is a racially polarized place. It is very much like Chicago. We make jokes here and there about the Celtics. The difference is we're comedians of sorts. We don't play for the organization. And when you ask people who play for the organization, you will never hear Paul Pierce or Kevin Garnett or Casey Jones or Bill Russell. You ain't gonna hear them come out and call Celtic fans racist. Because that's what Kyrie did. You can say whatever you like. But see, here's the funny part, Kyrie. Remember what else you told Celtic fans? Just so we can be on the even Steven here. Here's Kyrie with the microphone on the court. So, I mean, if Celtic fans are such bad people, why would Kyrie go in front of a full TD Garden and say this? Take a listen. That sounds like racism. Or adoration. Remember the commercial Kyrie filmed? Middle of the season? And he had the audacity to put his number up in the rafters of TD Bank North Garden, wanting to end his career as a Celtic. I know that's where I'd want to be if I were around a bunch of shameless racists, right? See, this is the problem. This is why Kyrie is a total piece of garbage. He's human garbage. This guy's a fraud. He's a fake. He's a phony. He's a con. And the worst part of it is he's the typical dumb guy who acts smart. See, the smartest guy in the room never needs to tell you he's smart. He's just smart. I never heard Magic Johnson talk about how smart he is. Magic's brilliant. Never heard Michael Jordan lecture people on how intelligent he was. He was the smartest damn guy in the room. And even Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick. Let me tell you something. Larry Bird might be dollar for dollar one of the smartest people ever played sport. But Kyrie Irving wants to get out there and talk about the flat earth, talk about not believing in dinosaurs, spreading sage brooms like some hippie-ass Woodstock contestant. and then the best part, go out in the postgame, man, you're up 2-0 in the game, and you've been too big of a punk to go back to Boston. See, that's the best